certified complainers. They're every part of our life: family, communities, governments, nations. One thing you realize about anyone within having that type of character is they always complain, but they never offer solution. They like to ride on other people's success, and they always love neutrality. So let's say there's a problem, there is a disaster. They will never be the ones to go and give a helping hand. However, they have no issue taking a video of it or even making views of it. Or they could go and have the conversation about the tragedy or incident to other people. But if they are asked, when you saw what you saw, what did you do about it? Immediately, they cut off that person because they have sadist behavior. They thrive on seeing other people suffer, but they never want to be part of the solution. If, let's say, people are rising up against an punitive system, the certified complainer will never be seen on the ground. However, they'll be at a place whereby they are not standing for, they're not standing against, they are totally neutral, but with a very dark type of approach whereby they want to know everything. They love information, but not information for transformation positively, no, information for manipulation. And so when you are there and you're out there, they'll be the one to sell you out. They don't even need the dirty silver coins of Judah. Just by their character of being sadists, they will witness someone being robbed. And maybe they know they could shout or do something or say something and save that person. No, they'll watch it. They like it. And they'll walk away. And they'll even make a mockery of you in that pain. If they are a parent, they will never want to see that child succeed. When they see that child succeed, it's a threat to them. So from the time the child is very young, they'll plant seeds. Tell that child, you never make it. They'll give them names to make sure that that child feels inadequate. But as the child grows and becomes an adult, that parent will never want to get close to that child because the child is mature. The child knows everything. The child has been complaining to other people. Nobody listens to the child. But now that parent now feels threatened. And one thing about certified complainers is they always want a crowd, someone to tell a story to. But when they're asked in that story, what role did you play to find a solution? They have none. Why? Because they're allergic to solution. They're allergic to the truth. They're allergic to facts. They're allergic to evidence. However, they thrive on rumors. They thrive on feelings and emotions, but they never help. If it's a partner, so help you God. Why? Because they'll drain every energy you've ever had. They're very good, very charming in the beginning. They're not that easy to catch. And once you're in their trap, they will drain you. If let's say you're a lady, you're pregnant, you're in for a rough ride because that person will drain your life away. They will not hold you. They will not support you. They're like, where's my food? Where is this? Where is that? What's this? What's this? And they know they can do it. They can do it. And they will call your family and make a fuss about everything when they themselves can just do the damn thing. If it's the other side, if it's the woman now who's the certified complainer, the man will be drained. He'll be compared to her father, her brother, exes, colleagues, celebrities, influencers. Because certified complainers thrive on draining energy. They are the dog that barks, not because it can fight, but so that it can tell the other big dogs, go and attack. So what will happen is they'll attack. Once you retaliate, you're not even retaliating at radio like, it was this. Then you start seeing very big people standing in front of you and they're like, what have you done? Because the victim card is their food. It's how you know them. But one thing I've learned over time is their pattern remains the same. From childhood to adulthood, their pattern never changes. So the only way to figure them out is you have to watch their pattern. Their pattern never changes. And they never have loyal people. Never. Why? Because in loyalty, people have to believe in you. And the moment you start switching, people start suspecting you. Nobody wants someone who doesn't have a stand. So once you are lukewarm, everybody's looking at you thinking like, you have to be the spy, you have to be the traitor. So one thing you learn about them is one, it's also progress. They never progress. They ride on other people's progress. They'll complain on other people's progress. And they'll destroy. The destruction is their cup of tea. They never want to see you succeed. They will fight their children. They will fight their spouses. They will fight their community. They'll fight everyone, and they'll create new. If it's in account, another thing I've learned is they're very good at befriending someone. Oh, talent they have. They will bring you in, lure you in. So they want to put you into a collision. They want to monitor what kind of a person are you manipulative. But if they find you're a person with a strong stand, now they have to dig. What can they get about you that they can malign your name? And the moment people realize who they are, those guys disappear. Like they're never there. They're like one snap and they're gone. Because destruction is their cup of tea. Sadism is who they are. They never want to see anyone succeed. And if you give them a place of succeeding, they'll destroy everything. Power, once they get the grip of power, knock, knock, destruction. They will put their citizens, communities, family in so much debt so that they can sit in that place of power. But one thing is always clear. Their pattern is always the same. It never changes. From childhood to adulthood, same. They take, they take, they take. They never give. They never want to see anyone succeed. If they see you try to help someone, it's a problem for them. They're like, let's see them suffer. If they see an animal suffering, they want to see the animal suffer. If they see someone suffering, they want to see. And if you don't check them immediately, you'll get into issues and problems. You'll destroy good relationship. You'll destroy communities, nations, and all that because someone is sitting there watching. It is very scary when you think about it, but it's just who they are. But one thing you realize, their pattern is always the same. I know my own experiences of someone I knew whose child was arrested. So I went to go and check on this particular person and bail them out. And so when I was sorting that out, when now we had bailed them out and now taken them home, the parent was like, I remember before I'd gone to sort that out, the parent was like, oh, now I can have his business. I'm thinking, hold up. Your kid just got arrested in this particular business. And your happiness is to be able and take over that business. Something's wrong with that person. And the person kept progressing. And I remember when the accident happened, the same person, when the accident happened to me, calls me up and is like, oh, now your arm is broke. Now you've gotten that. You're the one who's supposed to have died so that our mom would be better. I'm thinking, dude, crazy, man. But that's how they are. They don't thrive on success. They thrive on destruction. They don't see anyone succeed. Everyone is a bad person. They are the good person. And if you ask them, what are you doing? Nothing. If you don't notice them at hand, you're in a lot of trouble. It's important to pick them when you still can, because if you don't, they will destroy you. The only thing they leave is destruction. There is no happiness. They drain all the energy. They bring you down. And at the end of the day, if you're not careful, your whole world will come crumbling down. So detect them when you still can. Remember, their pattern is always the same. It's scary when they're in places of power because there's nothing they can do. If they are children, manipulation is their cup of tea. They will pin two siblings against each other, and they'll watch on the sideline. And when things go sideways, the victim card. And the thing is, most parents take it so lightly until when the siblings now grow up and they separate from the parents just because of that one person. So one thing I also learned is they're always dormant in life, in everything, because they are busy destroying. The people they destroy end up finding ways to survive and thrive. Them, they stay dormant. If these are people in career, they'll never want to upskill. They never want to do anything. No, they'll complain about management from here to forever. And if you tell them, why not, taking a new study? Why not trying a new course? Why not try to train in this place? Oh, no, how much would they pay me? There's always complaining, but there's never a solution. So one thing you'll always know, certified complainers are manipulators, sadists. And one thing is always clear, their pattern remains the same from childhood up to. Very few of them transform. Very few. So take that note.